I don't
Go to like
stream
the
like you.
stream dashboard. Yeah, but you just do shit without thinking.
Well, I thought it was gonna bring me somewhere. Do How do I go to the dashboard? Oh wait, I'm not in the Twitch.
You don't have their login?
No, I just used the ID,
Uh,
so I can't change it.
no. Oh, here was.
Call him. I'll just text him. All right. Waiting on draft here. I want to see who's playing. Um, I think we can expect an Azir ban on blue side, so they can play the Mel. I don't know how Mel does into Akali though, but I can definitely see that happening.
Sounds good for a collie.
Even with Emax, both sides do play Mel though, so this possibility just is taken away. And I was thinking the Fiddle ban, but it's not Fidsig playing today. Our draft. Mm-hmm. Who's Jake? Oh, this is Big B's team.
Yeah,
We played against Big B before.
on free Brex. I think it was 4 other different people though.
Oh. Big B was recruited. Yep, there's a Zirban instant.
So does that mean
Maybe a Caliban as well.
they're looking for Mel, right?
Yeah, probably B1. The guy's been
What else
spamming
does
it.
what else does Emma have besides a collie? That
Aurora.
would be good into Mel.
Good into Mel. Uh,
Aurora seems
Silas.
fine.
I think Aurora's damage is all burst, like quick burst now. So, like a QE would be pretty rough. I guess she can't pull back the Q. Skarner ban. Nocturne on the side of small brains here. I don't know, what does Nocturne ban scream to you?
They're scared of the dark.
It's looking like it's just their jungler's most played here. Possibly scared of like Orianna Nocturne.
Did you introduce us?
Oh, no. Hello, everyone. I am Don, support and captain of Team Instinct, and this is Eclipse, AD carry for Team Instinct.
And the actual captain.
Sure. And we're casting Prime versus Small Brains today. Tristana first pick, and then a J4 ban. Kind of interesting. If you're gonna pick Tristana, I'm surprised you ban J4 there. Yeah, I think Xin is very strong. Great first pick here. Feel like he doesn't necessarily need, but wants a enchanter. Either. I don't know. Is it good into Tristana?
Ooh, no, I don't like that. Tristana beats Kai'Sa in lane.
Maybe they know it's a Tristana mid.
Possible. Nope.
Anivia actually makes it very hard for Kai'Sa and Xin to play.
Yeah.
I like that pick. Tristana's safe. Anivia is just good in general against these picks. But that means no Mel. I guess the Zir pick is purely for just to get rid of it. Tristana, Rel, and Anivia. This is good.
Solid team fight.
Mm-hmm.
Lanes are kind of weak.
Yeah, I feel like Poppy is really good here. R3 for small brains, but they're lacking some engage.
They don't necessarily need engage if they have AP Kai'Sa.
It's an AP Kai'Sa game to you?
So
maybe. Kali. Okay, well, now I would hope that red side bans Poppy. Oh, they get first picked. Maybe not. Because I do know that
super valuable.
One of the players does have like 100 games on Poppy just this season. So I guess we'll see. Kayn ban. Not sure if I like that. I feel like Kayn doesn't... Maybe not. They're pretty low range on the side of small brains. So it could have been a good ban. Karma ban going through. I definitely think that there either needs to be more engage or an enchanter on the sides of small brain here. I feel like Prime really want the Poppy Anivia combo. Renata Kai'Sa bot lane. What do you think about that?
I like Renata into Trist Rel.
You're just not liking the Kai'Sa?
Well, it saves the lane a bit. I like the combo's fine.
Mm-hmm. I like Janna more.
Oh yeah, I don't like Janna.
All right, Belveth jungle maybe. I did expect the Cassante top, safe top pick, just strong in general. I know that um, Vic does play it well, and then yeah. Oh wait, Vic is on the other side. Small brains. So maybe a takeaway pick here, because I'm not seeing that Prime actually plays Cassante at all.
Surely we're locking in Poppy here.
Poppy top. I think it's good. Renekton. Wow. I mean, strong lanes overall. Bot lane's probably the only lane that's losing. Too bad. Even then, it's not really losing.
Not losing anymore.
Okay. Getting into lobby here. All right, which draft are you liking more?
If I'm thinking about myself and the way our team plays, I would prefer blue side. Red side is not bad. It's just it's a little more tricky, a little more like.
You have to find the flanks
or like picks or flanks.
I feel like Renata gets a lot of value out of her W this game, but since there's like no front to back, her ulti is gonna be pretty hard to use.
Yeah, she doesn't have a lot of setup. Not a lot of CC on the red side.
But they do have a lot of threats. I think just everyone being a threat is a little scary for the Anivia Tristana. They don't really have the range to get on her though. So I guess flanks is the name of the game for red team. Yeah. What do you think about this?
I know Zemma's good enough to
find a flank.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about the Belveth pick? Because I know nothing about it.
A little out of place, feels like.
I wonder if it's just a comfort pick from the side of Prime here. Doesn't exactly look like it.
I don't know anything about the champion.
Yeah.
Maybe it's good.
Holy, Poppy on R5 would have had so much value.
For both teams.
Yeah.
Either team could have picked it.
You know, but I found that other teams don't really prio Poppy that much.
Yeah, neither do we.
Right. Okay.
We thought of.
Just now.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna have to wait 3 minutes. So, I mean, take your time. Actually, it's the perfect time for a water break. I'll be right back.
Right.
All right, I got Strananas.
You got what?
Strananas.
Drananas?
Yeah. You never heard of him? Strawberry bananas? All right. 2 minutes till start. I think red side definitely needs some good early ganks from Hairwiz here. And I mean, if a Akali gets ahead, it'll be really hard for Anivia and Tristana to play, I think. With all the other dive coming on the back end.
Yeah, there's not much guaranteed CC out of Prime.
I will say, I'm a little surprised of Akali pick into the Rel, because I do know Rel has a really good time finding Akali. Just the nature of her kit. But I feel like if they spread enough, red side can have other people, other threats join in.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I'm gonna guess Kai'Sa's going the hybrid build this game. That's what I would do.
Not full AP?
Nah.
I mean, but you still end with AP, right?
Yeah.
W still hurts.
Full AP isn't really a thing anymore.
I saw someone...
You can't go like Gunblade into Rabadons.
I saw someone in the league do it recently in a good poke comp. It was actually a really good decision. I think we watched that together.
What did they build?
Not remembering, but it was AP. I think it was Nashor's first. Can't remember though. All right. We're on the riff. Let me full screen this. Lagging a little bit. All right. Looking like a 5-man walk down mid here. Possible invade on the side of small brains, but Anivia spots them out. Get some mana flow proc real quick.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Just getting a deep ward into the blue side here. Prime also getting a deep ward on small veins blue here.
Minions have spawned.
Oh, Anivia has no items.
Uh-oh.
Oh god. Oh
When
no.
is she gonna realize? Oh, she just realized. Hit B.
She's gonna have to TP back.
Getting pinged by her ADC. Oh, she stays.
I mean, I think it's fine. You're safe enough in this lane with Egg. You can kind of just wait. You know, maybe you skip Doran's now.
The item is too good.
I mean, if you could stay till Lost Chapter, surely that's fine. But maybe you just might stay till tier Doran's. Looking like Belveth clearing towards top here. And an engage in the bot lane. Flash by Rel. Huge trunk damage coming off on Kai'Sa here. But not too bad of a trade back onto Tristana. Oh, gets clipped by the Rel W. We don't have names on. How do I turn on names?
Interface.
Interface? Show timestamps.
Rel going back in.
Very
Just
scrappy
chooses
bot
to
lane.
jump After.
I'm gonna look at this real quick.
Well played. They got all the summoners out of
Bot lane.
Bot lane.
It is.
Ooh, they're gonna recall? Oh no.
Alright, I can't find it. That's okay. Kai'Sa forced to take an early recall. Same thing with Renata. Gonna lose one wave. Bot lane of Prime looking good so far. Even on CS, but down on levels.
They didn't manage to crash the bot wave.
Possible top gank. Maybe just hovering around, making sure that his top laner is safe for the push out. And I think Xin Zhao about to show on vision. Yep. Little scuffle in the bot river here. Oh god. I think I crashed.
You crashed?
Maybe? Think so. That's annoying. Fuck. If I leave, how do I hop back in?
You haven't added?
Yeah, I do. Just spectate again?
The spectate, yeah.
Okay. That was stupid. I hate this. Wait, I'm not eating chips. I'm eating strawberries. Top lane fight. Cassante just trying to get it crashed under the tower. I'm at like 415 now.
You missed a Xin Zhao gank in the bot lane. Tristana and Rel jumped forward and Xin was there to cover.
Looking like another engage here from the bot lane.
Wait, what? You're way behind. Oh god.
430? 440? Oh, Xin Zhao gets a great gank. Oh, there. Oh, here's the gank. I see. Kai'Sa picks up a kill and is able to crash the wave. Gets a reset. A great reset. Tristana will be able to pick up the wave, though. Tristana has a Cole on back. Not too bad. Dragon goes over to the side of Small Brains here. It's a Chemtech Dragon. Possible fight in the bot river here. Xin Zhao flashes. Akali flashes too. Gets a kill onto Belveth here. Tristana's here. Gets a reset.
Kai'Sa should be dead.
Gets a kill and resets, gets out of there. Possible re-engage here. Yeah. Tristana gets another kill. Jumps in again for the Akali, but won't find anything. Not a bad fight. It was looking lost at the beginning. But I will say, Zema did get a kill. And we know what happens if Senna gets ahead. I feel like Cassante has been stuck, frozen at this tower forever.
I don't think that's a bad thing. He's up
Yeah.
almost a wave in CS.
Kali TPs to mid. Looking pretty even. Except for bot lane, Tristana picks up a BF sword. It's going to be really strong now.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough for Kai'Sa. They can basically jump in whenever they want.
Possible Akali roam to the top lane here. Could see a 3v2. Or maybe just fighting for this bot scuttle. Bel'Veth in trouble. But Anivia's walking. But I think Bel'Veth's just dead. Anivia might be in trouble as well. Still has her egg up though. And the bot lane of Prime is also moving topside. They're going to be fighting for grubs here. A lane swap on the side of Small Brains. I like this. Looks like Bel'Veth is moving towards bot side. I would love to see, instead of doing grubs, I guess just trying to dive the Renekton. Get Tristana even more heads, more plates. This Cassante shouldn't be diveable. But it looks like they are moving to the top side here. Tristana as well. Possibly sending all 5 members top here. Anivia has a gank in mid lane here. Tristana jumping on top of...
Sema's out of flash and ulti. TP to cover.
But you know, no mana on this Anivia. Won't be able to do much for the Grubs exchange. It looks like they're going to just have to give it. Great math movement by Small Brains here. Sending Renekton to the bot lane with TP. Able to TP in for the Grubs. And Cassante may be dead here.
Too far up.
I mean, but it is
He has
Cassante.
full resources. They're giving him an ult angle.
Oh no. That was really good. Renekton dashing through him. Make sure he can't ulti away.
Kinda inexcusable to die that way, and knowing all 5 are on grubs.
Yeah.
A little too far up.
No vision as well. Wanting to get the wave pushed in. TP's back to lane. Looking like they sent Anivia bot early. And is letting Tristana have this mid lane. Bel'Veth still farming. About 20 CS up. Or 10 CS up. But I think both teams are going to look to fight this dragon here. Small Brains having the position on the map first. Tristana, BF sword, and what's the item called?
The
Come on, ADC mate.
slingshot.
Yeah, I
The
swear
green
in
slingshot.
Cassante is normal. It's green slingshot.
Yeah.
It's like probably like Chemtech slingshot or something, right?
No.
No, all right.
Anivia is first to her item. No. Oh, Zen just bought an Eclipse.
Oh, early rod is pretty good. Looks like a fight in the bot lane here.
Both teams want to fight. It's gonna be a 4v4.
Oh, no ulti on the Rel though. Wow, they just kind of run them down. Flash ulti by the Renata. Possible turn here. Anivia no mana anymore though. Presence of Mind proccing.
Really close.
Yeah. I think Red side played it as well as they could have. Kind of like a chase fight rather than a full-on front to back here. Rel having to leave. No ulti for the re-engage. Makes it a lot easier for Akali and Xin to just get to the back line. But
Yeah, very interesting that Rel is level 5 this late into the game.
yeah.
Something must have went wrong.
We'll see though. Small Brains did not take the dragon, and Prime is back on the map. Cassante possibly looking for a solo kill in the top lane here. And probably gonna find it. Great flash Q. Prime will also get the dragon. Pretty good here by the side of Prime. The game is not totally over, and they do scale better than yeah, I think they do scale better than the side of Small Brains. Feels like Small Brains needs Akali to be pretty ahead. She is ahead, but not too much to not deal with. What do you think about Kai'Sa going the crit build here?
I don't hate it.
I heard it's just one of her stronger
Yes.
builds.
Yeah, when you have enough targets to be able to auto attack, it's usually going to be higher damage.
Let's see.
He does have 3 melees to
Yeah.
hit this game.
Yeah, Marcutie. Small Brains won the fight but loses the objective. A little surprising because
That was
Kai'Sa
strange.
was full HP.
Not sure why they didn't take the dragon.
Man, Cassante's broken. Top gank here by Xin Zhao, but I think Cassante would just walk out. Yeah. Cassante things.
Gets the Renekton ulti, wins the trade.
Turret plating will soon
Beats the gank.
1v2.
Meanwhile, Bel'Veth just gets to farm in the bot side here. I will say, despite Bel'Veth seemingly farming all game, Xin Zhao is not that far behind. No, the crit build does a lot of damage right now. An engage here on the side of Prime. With possibly dying to the Ignite. Dies to the Ignite,
Nice
probably going to be a kill
turn.
to Rel here.
He'll die.
And actually, I think the Renata missed her E onto the Kai'Sa there. Possibly able to save her. Rel looking top again. Renekton respecting it. Has his Black Cleaver. It's a little better in the trades. And Zema still farming. 2-0-2 on the Akali. First item and Sork Boots online. Not looking too bad. Herald will go on to the side of Prime.
I would like to see Prime play with this Tristana a little more. Considering she's their most fed member.
You would want that, wouldn't you?
Can take all 3 outers with her. Instead, she's left to 1v2.
Nah.
Yeah, you're right. Let's have her there, Cassante. That can like 1v3 ganks and win them.
That is a little weird here.
Like, if I'm
Ooh.
Tristana, I'm screeching to my team, I want to take mid tower. Or I want to rotate top and take that tower.
Yeah. I think both scenarios are good. Looking like Small brains are looking to set up for this dragon here. Kind of want to see some deep wards here from Renata to give that Akali a flank angle. Possibly looking for one right now. And looks like Prime is just going to run it down mid here with Herald. Not even bothering setting up the engage here by Xin Zhao. Renekton joins as well. Flash by Renekton. Kaisa joins.
This seems a bit forced.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Cassante on the back end kills Akali with the help of Tristana. Tristana still gets out, but Cassante's ult, he's all out right now. And he is so
Alden's
strong.
Not able to catch Tristana on the back
Ooh,
end.
Xin Zhao gets one pick back over to the belt, but looks like Dragon will go over to the side of Small Brains. Anivia may be able to catch here. Possibly. No, no mana. Wow, that was a really good fight by Prime there. I think it was a little bit of an overreach by the Renata and not Renata, Renekton and Xin Zhao.
Yeah, they went too far.
Yeah, they kind of ran straight at them. There was no flank there. And they kind of looked for a flank. Akali TP's back in though. Oh, and so does Anivia. Akali kind of trapped here. Between a rock and a hard place. Not able to get out. Ooh, hits the E on Tristana but dies anyways. Wow. Great response by Prime here. We'll say it is the nature of their comp to try to just avoid everything that red side tries, and then they kind of win it afterwards. And this Anivia becoming a little too tanky now with this health stacking. It's going to be hard to deal with. I will say I probably wanted to see a tankier build on the side of Belveth here. I don't know if she needs Kraken, but like going to that what is the team item? Oh, what am I thinking of? The one that Garen likes to build?
You're the Garen expert here.
I have no clue. Coin Flip is being streamed by CLT. I think it should be in the Rec League chat. Not sure.
Speaking of builds, I don't like what Kaisa's doing right now with her build.
Where's it going?
Looks like it's going into a Rage Blade.
Huh. Maybe Bork?
I really hope it's not a Bork.
Cassante looking
Rage
for
Blade
another
isn't
solo
much
kill
better,
here. Renekton getting out. Yeah, these side lanes do not look great for the side of Small Brains here.
You know what? I'm mistaken. It's she picked up a pickaxe to get her Q evolve and is probably going into a Renens.
Ah.
That I should have realized that as the resident Kaisa expert here.
Looking like a solo kill here on the side of Prime. Cassante going all out, not able to get the kill. Renekton popping his ult as well. Just an ult for ult trade. But Prio definitely going over to the side of Prime here. Renekton staying, maybe looking for a 2v3. Oh, never mind. Tristana maybe has IE now. One more wave. Has sitting on 1200
Not enough.
plus Coal Cell, maybe.
With the wave, she's probably there.
I see. Yeah, once you get to that
They're looking
IE,
for the
it's going to be
tower.
very dangerous. Tristana is very strong. I will say, though, if Tristana gets hit by a Renata ult while her Q is up, the whole team is melting. That and Belveth. But really good scaling on the side of Prime here. They're in like the perfect position to take over the game.
Mm-hmm.
Kali
And
is
I
over
was
mid.
right and wrong about the Kaisa build.
So she did go
It is
into
gonna
Rage
be
Blade.
a Rage Blade. And my question is why not go into the on hit build if you're gonna go Rage Blade second?
Let him
Or
cook.
why not go into
Gank here in
more
the bottom
crit if you're
lane.
gonna go crit?
Renekton pops his ult. Uses his powered E, powered Q. TP in here by the Anivia. And Renekton lives. Akali is here though. Looking like a full 5v5 in the bot side. On the back end, Kaisa is 1v1ing Belveth. But this fight here, not looking too great for small brains. Ooh.
Kaisa got caught in their jungle by Belveth.
Maybe a 5v4 here. Rel getting knocked up on the engage. Anivia flashing in. And Tristana gets some resets. And then they just decide to go back to Atacon here.
Well played.
Yeah. At this point, it's pretty hard for small brains to play their comp. Needed to be even or ahead. But still possible to find a random pick here. They have a lot of dive. But this Rel pick actually doing a lot for peeling. I think once Zema gets his Shadow Flame online, Tristana should be a lot more careful. Night's Vow coming on from the Rel though, so that will help a little bit. I think they just need to find someone in the side lane here. Anivia, no more egg. Probably the prime suspect for a gank here. I feel like the amount of ganks that have gone onto the Cassante, he's been soaking a lot of pressure for Prime.
Yeah. He's doing a great job. I think Prime in general, even during the team fights, is doing a good job of absorbing the initial engage.
Mm-hmm.
That last fight was pretty close.
Four-man Prime in the top side, enemy red jungle here. Looking for Renekton maybe on the dive. But a Kali or Kaisa maybe getting this to kill on Anivia. 750 gold bounty going on Zema. And a TP
Prime
possibly
instantly starting the
stopping
Baron,
us.
but Small Brains is the wear.
They're all here. Ooh, a flank from Kali here, forcing them all to run back. This is a good chase. But
Prime is
man,
staying balled up. Yeah, they were able to make it to the choke.
Tristana is super low. No Anivia. This fight can still be winnable. Or it is win.
I can't stop fighting.
Shut down on the Rel as well. Not bad by the side of Small Brains. Getting that pick on the side lane. Anivia no egg. And then insta TPing to the other side of the map to make sure that Prime does not
Yeah.
get Baron. Cassante is very fed though. Possibly turning back onto him. Tristana looking at mid tower. Able to get that mid tower. But Baron and Baron bounty going over to this.
Renekton TPing mid. Save the tower.
Mhm. Look at the line of vision at Baron for red team. But there's some deep wards for blue side here. Possibly trying to get this blue. Smite it away. Tristana. 1,700 gold reset. 3-item Tristana online. Gonna be very hard to deal with, but Zema backing on a lot of gold as well. Gets Shadow Flame and an Amp Tome. I think Zema's finally very scary for both carries on the side of Prime here. So it looks like Kaisa went Navori instead of
You mean Yuntel?
or yeah, sorry, Yuntal instead of
Shiv.
Kraken or Shiv. Is Shiv the on-hit build?
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't really see a reason why you would go into Yuntel if you're not going crit.
Maybe a better first item?
No, it's the worst first item.
Oh, okay.
I mean, especially because you have to ramp it up. Takes a couple minutes.
Renekton finally
So you
doing
don't get
a
the crit?
little bit of damage onto this Cassante. Black Cleaver and Sterix though, playing more for the fight. Akali is in here. And actually, Tristana just instantly dies. And the Renato ult does insane here. Okay, Zema just got crazy, crazy gold. That was really well played by Zema there. Basically just assassinating that Tristana. In the Shroud, dodging the Belveth W as well. I would have liked to see Rel just insta ulti W that Shroud, just to make sure her AD carry lives. Actually, Tristana not using Flash or Barrier in that fight.
I believe her barrier was down.
Flash by Anivia and Flash by Renekton there. And Dragon goes over to Small Brains. And a full Zanya is being picked up by Zema here. 3-item carries for both sides. This is around the time I feel like Renata is stronger now than Rel. So there's also that scaling there. Oh, Feats. Did we even mention Feats? Feats going over to the side of Prime. The new Feats boots. Not a bad buy. Like 3rd item now, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about for AD carries, but definitely for supports, buying it early is nice. Looking like a 2v1 into the Cassante again. Black Cleaver doing its work. Oh, a full engage coming out here. Kaisa in the backline, 1v1ing this Tristana. Autoing the minion twice. No! Flashes over in Zanya's, but Zema is here to clean up the Tristana. Zema ulting out. And Renata ult going a little wide here. Ooh, mono. But yeah, Zema getting the kill onto the Tristana again. Finally, the Cassante going down.
Died with flash. I think she could have flashed away from the Akali and lived.
I feel like she would have died because Akali still had second part of ulti. But it might have put Akali in a die angle as well though. 1 for 1. That was not a bad fight here. I feel like this Tristana Akali is just fighting Tristan every fight, but Anivia almost level 18 here. Kind of has free reign throughout the team fights. She wasn't there for the last fight that they won, and she wasn't there for this one until the very end with TP. Or, no, she just ran for base. And you know, Cassandre actually is behind now. Only at 2.5 items. Renekton having 3. Akali getting caught out here. Has to use Zanya's, but a beautiful Renata ult forces them all back. And Bel'Veth just dies from that. Renekton doing a lot of work here as the pseudo front line. But I would say red side just needs to reset now. Nice. Great gank. Great Renata ulti. Zema only needing to use Zanya's for that. But no flashes used on the side of Prime here. Small Brain starting up Baron. Double pinking the Baron pit. Being spotted out though. Akali coming in from the side. I think without jungler here, this is going to be a 4v5. Akali on the sideline here.
Just reheating. They can't reach the back line. They have to run away.
And Baron's called off. Yeah, Tristana stacked up her lethal tempo and was just hitting. No one was able to get on her. I think his Small Brains waited a little bit for Zema to get a little closer. Maybe not an engage angle, but they definitely don't get chunked. And here Prime gets the prio on the bot jungle right before Dragon. And Small Brain's looking to just push in mid here. Possible Baron for Dragon.
Dragon standoff.
Just gonna send Bel'Veth to the Dragon here. Renekton possibly walking back in.
Really hard for Small Brains to enter in this way.
Yeah, chunked. Akali's chunked here. But they're in the back line. So is Kaisa, and Akali looking for the Anivia, gets her Zanyas off. And just getting out, splashed in here by Xin, and Anivia's way too close. Egg pops off. And Kaisa's able to free hit. Or not free hit, but hit. Cassante's the only hope. And Cassante goes down. Another dragon fight and win from the side of Small Brains here. The fights are just too spread out. Akali was in mid lane. Renekton was in bot bush. Able to find the double flank. And there was kind of just nowhere for Tristana to run.
Something I do want to point out. This is now Tristana's 3rd death without using her flash. It's not always going to be her fault, but at some point you got to think about
Where
a way
you're
to use your
flashing.
flash in order to save your life or save the team fight.
Wait, take over, Ruhak. I'm running to grab my water. That's not safe. Okay, I'm back. Baron picked up by a set of Small Brains. And it looks like they're trying to play for that outer top tower. Or inner top tower. Tier 2. Anivia having to flash away, but looking like a good fight for Small Brains here. Rel is killed, but they're all standing in the ulti. And Tristana just able to free hit here. Oh, Anivia's ult has been just sitting there for like 30 seconds that whole fight.
Yeah, that was a brutal choke.
Red Side's still winning out, mainly because of their wallets right now. But that fight in the choke, kind of looking horrible. Tristana not doing too much damage to the front line yet. Needs this last whisper to get the LDR. Dragon coming up in 2 minutes. Finally, the LDR goes off onto the Tristana and a BF sword on top of it. I wonder how much gold she was sitting on.
At least 2,500.
I think shut down onto the Zinzao, brought it over the edge. And Rabadon's going out there for the Akali, gonna be doing a lot of damage. Yeah, this Tristana does not have a fun time right now. I think Rel needs a really good re-engage onto like Akali and Zin together to let Tristana flash out or jump out. But you know, these fights are looking pretty good. It's mainly just Akali and Zinzao taking all of the peel and CC, and then Kaisa jumping in behind that. Able to 1v1 the Tristana as she gets out. You know what? I think what's best is if Cassante sits on his backline and tries to ulti away an Akali or a Zinzao.
Yeah.
Because what he's been doing is going for the Kaisa, and the Kaisa has just been ulting away. Renato ult actually wasted here. Pretty bad. 20 seconds on Dragon. Actually, Renekton ult also wasted here. It's gonna be a bad
This is gonna
fight.
be rough.
Yeah. Still,
Akali on the
6k up. Big reset here by Akali. If Akali finds a good angle here, which looks like Zema is finding a good angle here.
Position. Yeah.
Oh, they can just run at the Kaisa now. It's kind of like a reset here. Yeah, it's very chaotic for the Tristana to play. Angles everywhere. Hard to play against. Kaisa has a really good angle, but Dragon goes down. Steal by Hairwiz here. And another no flash by the Tristana. But yeah, they're just very strong right now. Akali finding the flank. Zinzao on the back end of that pit. Really hard for Prime to play that fight. But even with no Renata ulti or Renekton ulti.
By Small Brains.
Oh, and here's the egg.
That's gonna be the game.
Oh, maybe not. It is Anivia. Anivia can stall this out. It's not baroned up minions. I think they need to just flash onto this Anivia. Yep, there's the flash. Anivia Zanya's, but is gonna die, and that's the game. GG's from both sides. Prime taking a very early win to that, but the side of Small Brains able to claw their way back into the game. Not bad. Let's see. We can get back into second game. I felt like that was a good performance by both teams.
Yeah, they both played well.
Yeah, I think early game from Prime, few mistakes early from Small Brains, but you know, able to capitalize on some good flanks. And that last fight was pretty good. Arzanya Zanivia. Hi, Erika. You missed a banger game. Okay, getting into draft. I want to maybe see the Mel now that the Kali and the Azir is out. Would on the side of Prime probably pick blue side again? The last two Drake fights, yeah, they were cool. Small Brains started playing really well in the mid-late games in those fights with the Kali and Renekton flanks. But early game, Prime was winning almost every fight. Oh, sorry. Going into draft here, did I need to re open the link, refresh?
No.
Okay, that'll just happen when it happens. Looking
You
like
click on draft 2.
draft 2. Oh, Azir ban here from the side of Prime again. Prime going blue side. Azir and Skarner ban. With Nocturne Grace ban on the side of red. Looking like their plan is to choke out the jungle pool. And like Cassio ban. Possibly, maybe. There's the Galio ban instead. I was gonna say they were probably looking to play Silas, but with the Galio ban, maybe not. Wait, or does Silas do good into Galio? I forget.
I don't know, you're the Silas expert.
I have nothing. Thanks, Sari. Misfortune pick. I mean, what are you thinking about Misfortune? We don't play against Misfortune a lot.
She's decent. I think she's a fine blind pick.
Blind pick. I mean, like for me right now, I'm thinking Bard, Braum. There's a Jin pick into it. I think I do remember Mono having a really insane Jin top 5 play last week, landing all 4 of his shots. Jin Jarvan.
I like it.
Mm-hmm. Feel like now I'm looking for mid laners with dashes. Same thing with jungle. Just don't draft super stationary now. Wukong, I think that's a classic Jarvan counter. Wukong Gnar. Blind picking that top lane. Let's see if they're going to pick top lane here on the side of small brains.
I think we're seeing the same theme of draft from both sides.
Dive.
Fight heavy from Prime versus kind of a divey pick comp.
Multi-threat.
Yeah. Yep, there's the Sylas.
Yeah, Zema Sylas. Akali straight into Sylas. Classic. Now, I don't know if the mid laner from Prime plays it, but the Cassio is open and he was hovering it as a ban. Which Cassio here would be very good. It'll be hard into the Jarvan, but just in general for lane. Huh. Mel would be a really good pick into Sylas, wouldn't it? The ult wouldn't do anything. And I feel like Mel just presses E when Sylas gets close. And it's like guaranteed CC.
Doesn't she hook herself in though?
She does, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Well, if she hooks herself in, insta-cast E, and walks away, I think she's fine, no? Ooh, Olaf pick here. Olaf top
Into
lane
Gnar.
into the Gnar. Maybe it's good?
I don't know. You're the Olaf expert.
I think it's good. I think if Gnar plays it well enough, Olaf has to use Flash or Ghost to get on him. But I think a problem arises if Gnar gets hit by Q at close range and Olaf gets on him before using Ghost or Flash, then it's going to be hard. And then the ASOL into the Sylas here. I feel like that's a really good ulti for Sylas to take. Same thing with the Leona, but definitely not too bad. Olaf is a good pick here. And then there's the Braum for the MF ulti.
Surprised Prime didn't want Braum.
Yeah. A little confused about that. But yeah, picking the Leona and Braum just seeming like a great pick for not only the Misfortune counter, but also for the Leona. Pretty good into the lane. And then we can R game here. Alright, which side are you liking more?
Probably right aside a little bit.
Yeah. I feel like knowing the players that are playing on red side, it's definitely easy to say it's probably them that are favored. But the ASOL scaling and the Wukong does have a lot of stopping power, I guess, to the dive. Only thing is, there's not much stopping the Olaf from just running at your carries here. Especially because Misfortune kind of just wants to stand there and press R.
Never look back.
But I think we know now that Small Brains has pretty good flanks. They like to play these, you know, heavy dive, heavy, scrappy fights, and they stick to it pretty well. I don't know. I think even later, I mean, I guess 6 items. 6 items, then I feel like Prime are back in it, but it's kind of hard for a lot of the carries of Prime to play with this Olaf and Silas and Jarvan.
Yeah.
Like worrying about the Silas Leona ulti.
My countermeasures are ready, even if
It's really hard to mess up.
The Medardas do not forgive or forget.
I'm gonna need you to stream on Discord. I didn't get into the lobby.
Oh. Okay. I will stream the game. Here. I think Zema being the best Silas in all of Midwest. And of course me being second best Silas ahead of Rurika. It's gonna look scary. Okay. Rika, enlighten me. How is the Asol into Silas matchup? Because, like, to me, it sounds like Asol is hard losing, like, every point of the game. Yeah. I will say, though, the scaling is good. And Asol does have a good time getting away from Olaf and Jarvan. If he just flies away backwards, but... with the Braum, with the Silas, with the Jhin ulti on the back. I feel like full-on 5v5s front to back will be better for the side of blue. But, I mean, if either Silas or Olaf or both find a good flank, it would just be impossible. But Eclipse, the anti-synergy from the bot lane. Jhin Braum.
I love it.
Pounded Jhin Braum here. Beautiful.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, I don't know. I know. But
Better than it sounds.
I think just the fact that Braum Q is a big enough slow for Jhin to land W
Yeah.
actually makes it like a fake anti-synergy. And it's not like his attack speed is that slow compared to others early.
Mm-hmm.
So there'll definitely be others like the J4, Olaf, and Silas that will use it well. And we'll be back in a minute. Oh, Rika, what else would I pick here? No, I think Braum is the best pick to pick. Maybe Poppy. I do like Poppy with Jarvan. Just the fact that you can body slam into the Cataclysm. But I think Braum is the best pick that they could have picked here. Maybe actually Rakan. Rakan has a hard time into Wukong though.
I was thinking Senna with Electrocute.
Yeah. Why are you releasing my strategies?
Oh, sorry. My bad. I guess we can't pick it anymore.
No, we can still pick it. It's just don't know about it now.
Oh, well, then I guess we shouldn't play it. Yeah, they're gonna have strategies ready.
Nah, Electrocute Senna sounds good here. But you know what? Your Electrocute Vlad AD carry. That one would have gone crazy here.
Actually, yeah, I agree.
Just unfortunate we can't play that one ever again. Or ever to begin with. Sorry, I know you wanted to play it, but I guess we can't play it.
I guess other teams have to ban
it. Other teams have to ban it, yeah, of course. I think Maokai's support is like really bad. I think Maokai jungle is fine. Okay, looking like Small Brain's looking for another invade, possibly just for a early ward. Alexa? Time controls off here.
Another level 1 5-man by Small Brain.
Whoa. Question marks on the side of Prime here. Possibly studying. Yeah.
Nice.
Really good, actually. Prime loves their engages here. Or their invades here. I was gonna say that the bot prio is generally only good when there's at least one like ranged support, but it looks like it was more of just a setup for a tri-bush invade.
Yeah.
Prime getting a deep ward onto the red. Both junglers starting in the top side, paddling towards the bot lane. Gonna be a very volatile bot lane here. And this Olaf getting close. Hitting every axe so far. Looking like maybe a flash by Nar. Nope. Just Wukong helping out his top laner. E-start by the A-Soul here. Already scrappy in the top lane. Silas not trading with Electrocute. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't play Silas. Possible.
Lands the axe.
Lands a second axe. A-Soul just playing very safe here with the Comet. Farming pretty well. But Silas is farming well as well. W lands here on the Jhin. Not too scrappy. Wukong spotted by the side of Small Brains. Both junglers are farming towards bot. But J4 is early on this. We'll have Prio on the crab. So will the bot lane of Small Brains. Insane trade by Silas there. Looking like A-Soul's trying to stay. Flash out by Gnar. Vic just hitting every axe so far. But you know what? Gnar coming back with TP will probably force out the flash by Vic here. Jamal, I am.
I got it.
Okay, a lot of trading going on. TP back by both solo laners of Prime and it. Oh my god. Okay, Jarvan ganking the mid lane there, getting the flash out of the Asol, and flash out of Zema as well, and the Silas. But Wukong scrapping a little bit with the J4, maybe getting the kill, getting the flash out, not flashing after him. Yeah. Actually, Asol living there was really good by Chonky. Zema forced to reset. Chonky following suit. Ball lane kind of just farming. Both AD carries missing out on cannon. But a slight XP lead for blue side here. Silas roam from mid lane here. Probably gonna get the flash out of Big B. Flash out of Big B. Leona's probably gonna have to flash as well. Ignite goes out. Looking like just flash from Braum, double sums from Leona, and flash from Misfortune there. Really good gank by Zema. Asol having some free time mid though to get some stacks and some CS. Oh, looks like Asol is going to lose out on a cannon here. Good trades by Silas. I know it is Silas favored, so. But, Giant's Belt coming out from the Asol, looking to just scale up. Dragon, uncontested, goes over to Small Brains here. Game 1 was won by Small Brains. It was really close by both teams. Prime won a lot of the early team fights, but later on in the game, Small Brains found a bunch of flanks that eventually won them the game. Yeah, but possible gank here. Misfortune has no flash. And maybe just looking onto the Leona. Yeah, Leona, no flash. Misfortune, no way to follow up, is dead here. And actually, the wave state for Misfortune is going to make her lose a lot of minions. G4 resetting, but Wukong will get red and probably Krugs on the opposite side of the map. Yeah, Misfortune is hating this right now. Not able to walk up. Zema finding a roam opportunity again. Just getting a ward in. But possible 2v2 fight in the top lane. Nope. And Silas maybe having another roam here in the bot lane. Misfortune level 6. Leona still level 5. And here's Silas. The ult turn comes out from the side of Misfortune, but the exhaust, just free kill for Zema there. Mono does open up the curtain call. Just a little poke damage, but
Asol TP's bot.
I think probably just to pick up the wave. Maybe give Misfortune the mid wave here. Ooh, flash out here by Jin. Braum ulti comes out. Leona goes back in, but not able to follow. Flash by Zemma. Zemma hits the E, and Asol is dead. Beautiful chains by Zemma there. Wukong gonna fight the J4. Is ahead in levels. Going to Triforce build. Ooh, really good Gnar ulti on the side of Svoboda there. But Olaf is low, meaning Olaf has... Oh, Olaf dies! The Executioner's calling by the Gnar there, actually making it so Olaf cannot heal. Wow. Really good solo kill by Svoboda there. Svoboda actually having Vic's number all throughout this whole series. On the Cassante as well. But Zemma playing Sylas with the lead. We all know how that goes. I think we have only two Sylas players. Or Sylas players I'm actually scared of, and that's Zemma and Rurika. And I feel like anytime they have a lead, it's scary to play against.
I'm not scared of anyone.
Yeah, right. Okay. And missing the chains here from Zemma. Asol getting out, but not before losing half his HP. Speaking things you're scared of. Jin's build. The Yomus. I know you're scared to...
I'm a certified hater of the Yomus build.
Yeah.
I think it's the worst of the three.
Ooh, flash in here by Braum. Getting 3 hits off on Misfortune. Jin not able to follow up, but Zemma is coming back down here. Zemma looking to clear mid and just roaming bot every single chance he gets. Maybe looking like a lane gank from Wukong here. But J4 following suit. Running straight down to bot. Ooh. Gnar just using his ulti. Do you know, will it show us if Asol has the empowered ulti?
Yeah, I will.
Okay. Wukong still hovering bot here. Just waiting for something to happen. Both junglers, just both waiting. I wonder if there's vision on both of them, or are they just sitting? Neither jungler wanting to hit the dragon. But Jin is kind of but maybe giving here on the side of Prime. Prime just cautioned their top laner, so I don't think they know at all. Yeah, they just full give on the dragon here. Wukong gonna do a full clear top lane.
I think with the state of mid lane, there was no way for Prime to fight that.
Yeah, probably not. Maybe with an RTP it was possible, but still just scaling on the side of Prime here. Proto Belt finished by Zemma. And looking... Misses chains again. But Braum is here. Braum ulting mid, and nope, we're gonna look at top lane CS. Oh, Leona finds a pick onto this Jin, but oh, Jin does end up dying. I feel like that Misfortune ult was a little off to the side. I think that was great timing by Leona. Jin Flash just barely not coming up till now. Good tracking. And as soon as seeing that Braum flashes onto the Jin. Leona does get the kill though. But BF Sword completed by Misfortune. And a kill on Olaf here. Wait, what? What did Silas use as his ulti? Ooh, a soul. Getting hit by the chains there. Just standing, taking it, screaming at their face.
He fully accepted death.
Yeah, after getting hit by those chains. Not a bad dive by Prime, but a great reaction by both Zema and Hairwiz to protect the dive. They will lose the first tower, but 2 kills going over to the side of, or 3 kills going over to the side of Small Brains. Zema getting 2 more. 9 Darksteel stacks and a usually large rod already. Gonna be very scary. Yeah, I think Asol should just be pushing, but it was a close one. If Hairwiz gets hit by that ulti and doesn't flash, then it's a kill over to Asol. But Grubs here. Misfortune does not have ulti yet. Ooh, chains hit onto the Gnar here. Possible solo kill by Zema. Ulting him away. But still getting the kill. Ooh, Misfortune ult up. Huge Misfortune ult into the Asol. Actually a beautiful fight, and Asol gets 2 there. Wukong looking for more. No TP on Zema, so Zema not able to join that fight. But yeah, the Asol E, the Ryalize, plus the Misfortune ulti, just on top of everything. Yeah, Asol gonna be scaling now. I love it when Asol just stands there and holds Q. So stupid. Evolved ult here by or big ult by Asol for next dragon fight in a minute. But Zema should be here for that fight. 5-0 on the Silas will be very scary to deal with. I will say though, this Misfortune with the Bloodthirster does look kind of tanky.
Does she do damage though?
I feel like in this comp you don't need to do that much damage. I mean, at least not right now. If you survive that all-in by Silas, I think he just dies from double Triforce top and jungle. Leona CC. Leona has enough damage in her kit alone. And you know, I love to see Aftershock on Leona and not PTA. Holy.
Oh, why do you say that?
I just don't think like damage alone from the Aftershock proc is kind of insane. But the amount of value that Aftershock gives. Ooh, big ult here by Asol, and Misfortune coming on the back end with her ult as well. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Zema not able to do anything there. Just CC'd, slowed. Big just press Rs. But I will say, Prime is very good at these early fights. Not sure how they will handle the later fights when flank angles are more prevalent. Yeah, the wombles are crazy. I think the Ryalize into the quadruple frontline from Small Brains here is having a lot of value. Blue team. I thought it was pretty good. Asol made it there back in time for Leona. Leona with the 3 melees on her. You know, I think the fact that Leona could not be Rel here, because Rel was played in the first series, hurts a lot. Or it doesn't hurt a lot, but it would have been a much better pick. Thinking about it, Alistar may have been better than Leona.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, I'm not sure about that either. Leona into 4 melees is not too bad. Kind of just sitting in the fight, spamming Q. Oh, Misfortune getting caught out here, but kill going over to Braum. Asol might catch Jake. No.
Kind of drifting.
And drifting straight into the enemy team. Gnar is here, but it's mini Gnar. And Olaf is here as well. That's kind of Gnar my ass. Olaf does die. Olaf
kind of going crazy.
Yeah. Wait, holy. Best Gnar.
Flash forward.
I think.
Go.
I think it's not happening.
No.
Holy, Gnar able to just free hit there while Wukong applies that black cleaver. Not too bad. Why is Wukong laughing so much? Holy.
Like 2 seconds too long. A little creepy.
Gnar ult here. Ooh, finding a really good Gnar ult by the Silas here, but still gonna die. Ooh.
Before choosing to.
What? Misfortune gets 2 there. Very surprising. Herois walking back into the thing. Finding another pick into Braum. Another kill for this Asol. Wow. Was a really good re-engage by the Silas there. But Olaf here. Maybe looking for a kill. Doesn't have ulti yet.
Ulti.
Yeah, kind of just...
That's a flash away.
Yeah. This Olaf pick not doing what it wants here. Wow, the double Triforce by the Wukong and Triforce Black Cleaver by Wukong and Gnar here. Did a lot of damage that fight. Atacon probably gonna go over the side of Prime, but looking like a possible retake here. Ooh, Gnar goes wide, but Asol comes down, and Zema's just stuck in it. Zema can't do anything there. The slows from Asol. Asol having a really fun, easy game this game. Reset on the Asol W, flies in, looking for the Jhin. Jhin walking directly into the path, and just having to blow flash. Olaf getting melted, almost taking down the Asol there. But Asol super tanky with the health stacking. Well. Looking very hard for Small Brains to play this.
Kind of said that about last game too, though.
We did.
The gold lead obviously wasn't this big, but...
We did say that, but... I feel like
this one's a little different.
Yeah, I feel like they have a lot more answers. I think the Wukong's a big problem for both Silas and J4. And you know what? This Jin just not being able to move. The Rylai's by what? Screaming backwards by Asol. Asol's so stupid to watch. What? Yeah, it looks like they just ran it down mid. The movement speed from Yomu's and swiftness not doing too much for the Rylai's here. Wait, is it really Yomu's into rapid fire?
Yeah, it is.
Ew.
I know.
Alright. Just mid inhib here from Prime. Looking to set up for topside Vision and possible Baron here. Oh, finding the J4. Using the big Asol ult though. And just finding the kill. Gnar is so strong right now. Olaf not able to do anything, very squishy, but ooh, great flash away from Asol there, and making sure not to get hit by the Gnar ulti or the Silas Gnar ulti. And yeah, just beating them with their wallets at this point. Looking like an early win here, 25 minutes by the side of Prime. I would say just not bad by Prime here. GG's. Okay. Game 3. Prime plays it really well. Keeps their lead. I think first game was really rough by them, but like later on in the series, but you know, they're fine. They played bounced back, played the early game very well, even though they lost a few trades bot lane and to some great roams by Zema. They get back on their feet, they keep fighting and find really good Asol ultis, really good wombos. And at that point, it was really hard for Silas and Jarvan to play the game with the Wukong. Okay, on to game 3. I'm gonna grab some water again. All right. We did not start drafting yet. Oh, it's probably my fault.
It's always your fault.
Did you want to join the game this time or
Nah,
just
that's
stream it?
fine. I'll just watch.
Sounds good. Going into game 3 of Small Brains versus Prime. Gonna see, looking like a swap sides here. Small Brains choosing blue now. I would say if that Azir ban goes out again, and if Zema plays it, I would want to see Mel be picked by Zema here. Because then there won't be too many picks that will actually have a good time into the Mel. Alright. Looking like a Graves first ban here by Prime. Not the Nocturne anymore. Maybe trying to pick up the Nocturne for themselves. Graves into Jace. Azir banned as usual for the side of Prime. Probably going to ban the Skarner here. I'd actually like to see the Skarner pick stay up, just in case Small Brains looks to play the Nocturne here. And then Prime can pick Skarner +1. Nope. Skarner ban going out as well.
I think a champion that we haven't seen in the Pixor bans is Vi. Right?
Not sure if either team plays it. Yeah, no Vi
It is the
on this
Nocturne.
team. Yeah, looking like the Nocturne pick. Small Brains saving it for themselves. Wonder what Prime answers with. I think they should expect the Nocturne Orianna pick here. But more dive on the side of Small Brains. Not letting up
Yeah.
on this dive. Picking the Orianna
Taking the
away.
Orianna. I like it.
Yeah. Think things we can see by the side of Small Brains if they want to stick to dive is probably like the Ari.
Lissandra.
Orianna Zaya right away. I mean, not bad into the Nocturne. I wonder if... Actually, yeah, if Small Brains takes away the Rakan here, pick something else with the AD carry. I would have wanted to see a Kaisa, but I guess not. Able to play the Kaisa. Vayne. Possible Vayne top. Maybe Vayne AD carry. What do you think about Vayne and Sazaya? Is that a pick that people play?
Don't think it's good. I think Zaya is happy playing against Vayne.
Okay. Surely just not getting outranged. I'm very confused about the Vayne. Maybe wanting to thematically be in the night, in the dark. Picking the Camille here. Just committing to the dive now. Full dive, even with the Zaya. So it's for sure Vayne AD carry into Zaya. I mean, Rakan is just great here. If the support plays Rakan, I would also like Janna a lot. Rumble into Camille. Not bad into dive, I think. Just throwing ulti down for Zaya. Let Zaya play in the ulti. Galio ban here.
Love the Galio ban.
Yeah. Another great Poppy game. From the side of Prime. And there's the Rakan ban.
All brains.
Lulu ban. Getting rid of the Lulu Vayne. Could see like a Vayne Yumi come out. I know that is like a classic combo.
Oh. Is it? I don't think it's a classic combo.
Definitely a classic combo that Eclipse and I play a lot.
Doesn't.
I was thinking
I don't
Rakan
like
on
it.
3, but there are a lot other
Yeah.
supports that
Yeah.
do fine. I just definitely don't
I
think it
mean,
would have been Rumble that was banned away. And
I
the
think Small Brains
Nautilus.
is running out of supports
Uh,
to play.
yeah. I mean, I can think of a few, but
I think Bard would be okay here.
I think with Bard, you kind of only have Orianna as your target. Um, Maybe just to get rid of the Xayah ult for the Nocturne
Zaya's
engage.
it's a good trade for Bard, 100% on Zaya.
Yeah, I can see that. Pantheon jungle support flex here. Not bad. Uh, Pretty good. Anti-dive. Ooh, Aurora mid. I know Zema plays that a lot. Fits very well with Nocturne and Camille. You know, the 131 is looking kind of scary now. From the side of Small Brains. I'm trying to think of supports they have to round out the comp. I think you're right about Bard. Bard is a good one. I don't know if it'll struggle in lane though. I can see Maokai happening. Poppy is still good. I mean, commit to the 5 threats and play Nico. Possibly. I think Maokai's also fine. And it's the Karma.
Arma.
The classic Karma Vayne bot lane.
Mm-hmm.
Old school classic right there. Beautiful. Nico R5? Nico R5 would be good, actually. It's a pretty good pick into Karma. You can stop Mantra Q if you're good enough. Definitely not Alistar. The lane's rough, but the game will be fine, actually. Alistar pick. Okay. You know, actually, I like Small Brain's comp more. I think their 131 is pretty good, and Karma has a good time following Nocturne around the map just from the speed alone. I think the only thing is Pantheon being able to follow some roams, but being in the side lane himself. I think it should be fine.
I think it's all fine except for the Vayne.
Yeah.
I I think Vayne's gonna have a hard time in this game.
Intimidators do not forgive.
Yeah. But I mean, right now, 80 carry pool. Oh no, I was going to say it's
Definitely not pinched.
not pinched, but you know, we're not sure about Mono's champ pool as
Yeah.
well. We'll see. Like the team comps don't look cohesive on the side of on the red side.
I disagree. I like the red side team comp.
You think so?
Yeah.
I feel like there's no one to really take advantage of Pantheon's point and click CC. And like if blue side does decide to just split the team fight, it will be kind of hard for them to play. Even though like Xayah does have a good time just not being the target, like Orianna still has to be careful. I think Rumble still needs to be careful. They have a lot of answers for sure, but I definitely don't think it's like an easy team fight. But I mean, that's also assuming a perfect engage from small brains here. All right, which draft do you like better?
Let me put myself in these ADC shoes. I'd rather be Zaya. I'm picking red side.
You'd rather be Zaya.
Yeah, I think red side wins the draft.
I disagree. I think blue
You're
side
wrong.
wins the draft.
That's fine.
I think you're just turned off by the Vayne. But I think the draft itself is just... It's fine. I think blue side draft is good here. Yeah, blue side draft minus Vayne. I feel like... I don't know. I feel like people are going to forget the Vayne exists mid-game and late game because they're focusing on Nocturne Camille and Vayne is online hitting everything.
Vayne can't hit anything. I mean, maybe Ali is like her best target.
I feel like I'm speaking out of my ass right now. Okay.
It's gonna be up to small brains to make the fights tricky and like find
Winnable.
flanks and awkward angles. I think straight up, even gold front to back, red side wins.
But I mean, we've seen already small brains able to do that. At least in
Yeah.
game 1 for sure. As for lane matchups, pretty sure Camille has the better matchup into Pantheon. I'm not sure, but bot matchup, Zaya Ali versus Karma
Did
Vayne.
you say Camille into Pantheon?
Yeah. I think the passive makes it so she can trade better. No?
Hello?
Hello?
You're saying Camille is laning versus Pantheon?
Yeah. Wait, what? Oh,
What?
shit. I mean... oh, God, it's too late. She's laning into Rumble. Okay, never mind. Yeah, never mind. Wait, yeah, jungle matchup is pretty good for Nocturne then. Nocturne into Pantheon, able to spell shield his stun, winning out in the extended trade. Not bad. What do you think about bot matchup? Since that's where, I mean, we are expertise in, specialized in. There you go.
It's should be blue side favored, specifically because of Karma. Karma kind of can
And
1v2
then
this lane
the Vayne as well.
early game.
The Vayne.
Well, the Vayne won't do anything because it's Vayne.
Well, I mean, she has condemn.
Yeah, she could auto the minions, sure. Karma's going to be able to 1v2 this lane until first back. And then Zaya should have push advantage after that.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, level 6 though. Once Vayne has level 6, looking for those all-ins with the Karma. You know, not too bad. Shredding through this alley.
Not really possible.
Okay, 3 items. Take it or leave it.
3 items. A fist fight.
2v2.
It depends on if Zaya can.
Arctic.
Depends on if Zaya can get enough feathers through the alley combo.
Oh, to get the CC, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hopping into this game. Yeah, Arctic. So the first 2 games were basically similar to this. Prime, or not Prime. Small Brains picking Unga Bunga, going in for that full dive comp. Doing it again all 3 games. Looking for flanks. Prime has been playing pretty well in the early game fights, but in the first game, Small Brains were able to find good flanks, find good picks, and eventually take the game over. So this is a 1-1 right now. Another 5-man invade, or I guess 4-man right now. Just looking for some vision. And Pantheon coming in, putting some vision on the blue.
Small Brains definitely places emphasis on their level 1 invades.
Yeah.
All 3 games they've done some sort of invade.
I think they value getting vision of that jungler. Which I feel is more important this game because Herwiz really wants to farm till 6. And level 3 ganks on Pantheon are dangerous. So to keep the pushing bot lane safe, seeing where Pantheon starts, it's not bad. A little bit of trading coming on in the bot lane, mid lane here. Alistar actually having control of this mid bush. Both junglers starting on the bot side, pathing top. Good trade there by Zema. Ooh, great condemn by the Vayne, but gets flash queued by the alley here. And exhausted. Ooh, Mantra Q hitting the wave. Vayne getting chunked, having to blow barrier. Barrier and heal lost, but no flashes just yet. Again, a very good trade by Zema. Proccing that electrocute every chance she gets.
Rising your old Phoenix fire. I am the max.
Pretty even in the top lane.
Open your mind.
Courageous Giga Guard.
Ooh, lane gank here by Herwiz. Interesting. Gonna fight these grubs? No, not the grubs. The scuttle resets, goes to bottom scuttle. Pantheon gets top scuttle for free. Both junglers taking a reset here.
Audacious bravery shield.
I mean, I don't know. It seems like both junglers are looking to just play for level 6 ganks. I do like the Pantheon pick a little bit. I feel like just whichever lane getting ganked by Nocturne, screaming for the Pantheon ulti. It's not too bad, but only thing is, like, in the extended trades, Nocturne definitely wins. Early reset TP by Orianna here. Zema winning off in the mid lane. Or winning prio in the mid lane. Ooh, Zaya stops her reset to fix her wave. So Vayne will come back with a Vamp Scepter.
Explosive face melter.
Probably the slowest game we've had in the whole series
Galaxy punishment delivered.
is what happens in game 3s.
Brain of
Both teams
obliteration.
nervous to make a big mistake. A back reset coming out from Vic here. Actually down quite a bit of CS. Rumble winning off in the early game. Top side. Sema getting his reset and TPing back with Lost Chapter. Mid lane is even now, with slight TP advantage towards Orianna coming up soon. And both junglers going to hit 6 sometime. Looking like a top gank here. Great lane gank. Blows the flash. I think Hairwiz needs to wait a second later just so the Camille ult goes through before Rumble gets to flash. But the CS gap in top lane is not as wide anymore. But that top gank gives bot prio towards Prime here, and Prime takes first dragon. Kind of a late first dragon as well. Already 7:30. Grubs coming up in 30 seconds. I wonder if either bot lane will move for these grubs. Wow. No kills in 8 minutes for these two teams. That's crazy. Ooh, looking like a trade here coming in from the bot lane. Both AD carries very low, but Big B is just hit level 6.
When darkness closes in, drill right through it.
Nocturne's first on the clear.
Blammo
How's
torpedo.
ulti? Maybe looking for a top dive here with Zema, or just going to start grubs. Aurora ult coming out mid. Orianna flashing away from that. Just ult for flash.
Zap action.
And looking like Nocturne's going to have an uncontested grubs here. Yeah, just a fully uncontested grubs. Orianna's chunked out, not able to help in the recontest, and has to reset. Very even early game from both sides here. No kills. Just CSing. Grubs for Dragon Trade. I think that is better for the side of Small Brains with the change to the grubs.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, from my research, 3 grubs now equals
Oh, top
5
gank
gold
here.
grubs.
Nocturne ulting onto the Rumble, and Rumble ulting onto himself, but still just dying. And meanwhile, a bot play here. Nothing really coming out from that other than some damage. Okay, go on. Sorry. What about grubs that you researched
No,
all on
that's
your
fine.
own?
Yeah, that's fine.
Focus.
No, I mean like you were saying something that you're very knowledgeable in. I want to give you that, you know, ability.
Oh, that's
Oh,
cool.
Alistar slamming the ground with frustration and getting ulted here.
Zaya's out of mana.
Ooh, the invis saves him. Karma full HP, able to play this as much as she wants. Nice. Karma carrying this whole lane. Ooh, the 1-for-1 for the Zaya. I think Vayne just being a little too greedy there. Should have just
Had
let
the
her Karma
barrier.
get it. Oh, had the barrier as well. Actually, both AD carries had barrier. The is that, what is that again? Navori? No,
Huh?
not Navori.
You got it. Go ahead.
Sliver blades.
Uh,
They're blades
yeah,
though.
Yes. Yeah.
Big hype.
Are
What's
they
it called?
blades?
Quick blades?
Sure.
Navori.
You already said that.
Wait, I forgot what they're called. Ooh, TP coming in from the top, from the mid lane to the top lane here. Maybe just blowing a flash. Yeah, blowing the flash. Rumble is burning. TP in here by
Counter
Aurora.
TP.
Aurora has a reset.
No flash and Ori.
Oh, no flash from Ori.
That's dead to me.
Ori's just dead. Kill goes over to Aurora. Aurora looking for more. Nothing else comes from that.
More importantly, let's get back to this Zaya build. What were you saying?
I'm just gonna look. Fuck. I mean, Yuntao. Okay, it's Yuntao. Same thing. Quick blade. They look like quick blades.
Yeah, they do look very similar.
Karma with the very early Moonstone. Very, very accelerated here. I want to see just Nocturne slamming it down bot now. No flash on the Zaya, and Karma is extremely strong right now. Vayne might look to just trade here. Tether does not go off. And that's it. Looking like Herwiz wants to take a reset, but stays around. Gets spotted here on the ward. I think it was spotted on that Krug ward. Both teams just hovering the spot side. Bounties all across the board of small brains as well, but not really that far ahead, like almost only 1k ahead. Pretty even on items and CS, but Pantheon has his full item. Nocturne's still sitting on just components for now. Oh, Camille eating into tower, taking a bad trade there. Still coming out even somehow. But that's 2 dragons for the side of Prime here. And looks like a 3-man dive onto Rumble, and Camille just barely dies from the ignite. 1-for-1 on a 3-man dive is not bad. Pantheon and Orianna gonna get some plates. I actually want to see Pantheon go into those Raptors and get some counter jungle going. Top Canyon? Top Canyon? I feel like both top laners are playing it pretty well. Yeah, CLT mono on Vayne. The score is 1-for-1 right now. On the Small Brains is blue. Prime is red. The drafts...
You never figured out how to turn on names, huh?
No, I did not figure out how to turn
It's
on
in
names.
interface.
Yeah, I tried looking, but it's not
It's there.
It's not there.
It's literally there.
It's...
Go ahead.
Interface.
Yep, there it is.
Where?
Yep, it's right. It's right there.
This one? This one?
I can't see your mouse.
Where is there?
Oh, you. No.
This one?
Yep. No.
Okay, well, meanwhile, top trade going on in the top lane here. maybe just a solo kill by Zvoto. Solo kill by
Off the
Zvoto.
ulti.
Holy. Pantheon coming there for moral support. Bot lane looking for a trade.
Just-
Blows her ulti here. Making sure not to get hit by that condemn.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but is that a solo kill versus Boda in all 3 games?
Yeah, Zvoto has... Yeah. Zvoto has solo killed 3 times in all 3 games. Kind of looking like a top gap. No. Ooh, beautiful engage by the Alistar, but actually killing his AD carry.
Oh, what's going on?
Flash E ulti by the Orianna there. Not sure. You're like,
Something weird happened there.
yeah, looking like a slight misplay by Chonky. Yeah, not a bad dive by the bot lane there. It was kind of just those two. Nocturne just hovering his mid laner and resetting here. I will say, Pantheon has not ganked a single time. Farmed pretty well though. Will be strong. Xayah just gonna die defending that tower. Not sure if that was the play. Not the best idea. The tower
Bit
goes down
ambitious.
anyways. Yeah, just a slight bit ambitious. But Pantheon finding this Nocturne here. Gonna get the shutdown. And you know, Phoenix, we've seen him do this, where he farms most of the early game, gets an item, gets ahead, and then finds some good shutdowns onto them. It happened second game with the Wukong and the Gnar. And he did play that game very, very well, so I wouldn't be surprised that he takes over a lot of this mid game with the Pantheon.
Spinning flames of fury. Drills of defiance.
Ooh, looking like
Rumble
another
drops the
solo
ulti,
kill
looking
by
for the Camille.
Spoda. Oh,
Barely gets out.
Spoda playing this top lane very well all 3 games.
Pierce the sky and
Abusing the Rumble pick. Getting tower for himself. Not first tower. Feats will go over to the side of Small Brains though. This is despite getting ganked almost 3 times now.
I am the max.
There was a really good lane gank earlier that I didn't get to talk too much about. The game was going a little fast. Ooh, I really don't like the Void Boots anymore with the recent nerfs. I think Void Boots on Ali are not great.
What should he have gone?
Definitely tank stat boots. They're just very strong right now. Have a lot of
Which
value. Probably just the AD ones.
Yeah, I agree.
A lot of auto
Lane goes
attacking.
down without doing anything.
I mean, she didn't really have a chance there. That was just rough. Big chunk onto the Pantheon there. Aurora having a lot of value right now. Noticing on the mid lane and the side trades. But third dragon going over to the side of Prime. Already on soul point. Gonna be a Chemtech soul here. One of the stronger souls for sure.
Explosive face melter.
Killing spree. Check. Never falter.
Looking like an Otacon fight coming up here. I think TP coming out from Oriana soon. Just spotting them out. Walks to Otacon instead. Ali having to blow ulti early and gets chunked. I would actually say Small Brain should keep up the dragon. Or the Otacon. Oh yeah, true. Or Aurora TPing bot. Not exactly sure why Aurora TP'd bot when Otacon was being started. Might have been a slight miscommunication there. Okay. Looking like the game slowed down just a bit. I want to see this Nocturne try to take flashes away from these side laners before big fights. Dragon coming up in about 2.5 minutes will be a very important fight to get rid of some flashes. Zaya's no longer the main target. I think right now it's just Oriana. Oriana at 2 items, same as Aurora. Actually, the Oriana items are interesting. I haven't seen a burst Oriana yet. Oriana getting ulted on here by Nocturne, has to blow flash. And Rumble trying to look for more. Flashing into the Aurora. Aurora has to flash away. Nocturne has to flash away. 2 flashes for 2 flashes. But Aurora still has ult here. Maybe looking for an Otacon now after a quick reset. But not too bad. Actually, Rumble flashing in there to get 2 flashes back was very good.
Rising neural phoenix fire.
That's a lot of damage out of Rumble.
Yeah, with the needlessly large
Especially for
rod.
Flash. Is Nocturne dead?
Yeah, Nocturne's dead. This Pantheon just
Wow.
2 items already. And just double kill for the Pantheon. Pantheon again, just power farming, picking up these shutdowns. And now Aurora having a lot of free time in the top lane. Does pick up the solo kill onto the Oriana. We missed that. But full tier 2 and solo kill for the Aurora. Aurora is going to do a lot of damage now with these ultis. But same thing with the Rumble and Pantheon.
Zaya chooses to stay bot to grab the tower.
And Venus. Oh my god, so much damage by the Aurora there. Almost taking all of Rumble's HP with one combo. TP coming in by Oriana. And looking like they don't want to do any more here. Rumble's going to reset. And they're going to set up for Dragon. I will say though, both AD carries sitting on quite a bit of gold. 2k for Vayne, 2.6k for Zaya here. And they do find a huge chunk onto the Aurora. Aurora not able to join this fight anymore. Nocturne finds the Zaya. But Pantheon is sitting on this Camille and kills the Camille. Pantheon's unkillable right now. Without the Aurora damage. That was a beautiful chunk that they found in Aurora. Pantheon is becoming unkillable at this point. So much HP, so much damage. Without the Aurora there, it's very hard to play. Aurora TPing top, trying to get the tier 3, not able to get it. And just goes next with the fight. That's a full Chemtech Soul on the side of Prime. Again, looking very hard for Small Brains to play these fights now, especially with that damage reduction from Chemtech Soul. But this Aurora being 4-0, 2.5 items with 9 stacks on Medjai's, a big ulti and combo on any of the squishies is an instant kill. And again, this Vayne will be eventually be able to get through the front line of Prime here.
No flash on the Vayne. She's one shot. That could be Baron.
Galactic hyper barrier. Explosive face melter. When darkness closes in, drill right through it.
Steals the Otacon.
Seven and 0 on this Pantheon, and they start Baron.
Feel my fury with your skin and face.
Prime is getting low. Can they get out?
Yeah, Aurora has no ulti though, not able to look for more. Maybe looking for a slow chase. Flash by Orianna.
Courageous Giga Guard.
Oh, she's...
Ooh, flash by Aurora as well. Aurora
Prime's
gets
gonna
flashed
turn.
on by Rumble, but Rumble just melts the Aurora. Rumble is broken. What the heck is this? Ori flashed, OMG. And Pantheon lands a perfect ulti on this Vayne. Vayne not able to... Oh, maybe. Very
Ooh,
close.
That was really close.
The Pantheon wasn't 8-0. That maybe was a solo kill.
Spinning flames of fury.
Yeah, I think the Orianna there with the Alistar to protect her played a little bit too scared there. Blows flash, but not too bad. Aura with a full Rabadon's now back from base. Still not unwinnable. Steric's coming out by Pantheon though. Pantheon is looking very tanky, very scary. Not
What's
too
that
much
next
they
item
can
he's
do.
building?
That is it's the one that sucks you off. I forget what it's called.
Unending Despair.
Yeah, that one. Unending Despair. Normally Pantheons just go tank from here,
They're gonna catch Camille here. She's
and she's
fully
dead
CC
instantly.
chained and dead. They can run it down mid.
Yeah. Orianna TPing. Baron's up.
Galactic hyper barrier.
They do have...
Well, TPing mid here. I'm not sure they can end. I think I would have preferred to see Orianna stay top and push that wave in.
Yeah. Aurora is here now. That Verdant Barrier. Well, I know that name, but I don't know the
Prime
Verdant
wants to end here.
Barrier here. Gets procced, but Aurora still has ulti. Does a lot of damage with that ulti. Misses the Q, not able to get the kill into the Orianna. But yeah, they just walk out. No Nocturne ulti, no Aurora ulti. Only use the Orianna ulti there, and they just walk away. Chemtech Soul, so starting to heal up and finding that pick onto the Nocturne. Rumble ulti
Somehow makes it out.
almost no
Never
doesn't
mind.
make it out. Gotta curse him like that. Ali maybe looking for more here. I feel like their only chance right now is to find that Ori pick, but maybe not. Okay. Looking like all of red side taking a reset, not risking anything, playing for this Elder in 40 seconds.
Peace.
Audacious bravery.
Walking back into Dragon here. Gonna recontest some space. Blue side really not able to contest here. Gonna have to look for a flank or a pick with this Aurora. Aurora's still doing a lot of damage. But this Banshee and the Kaisa, not Kaisa, Xayah ulti will be very hard to pick off the carries. And this Pantheon is so tanky, so fed. Really, Nocturne has no choices to go on.
Yeah.
Look like maybe looking for a miracle steal. An Elder fight with this Aurora may be the only way that Small Brains can pull it back through.
See my protect beyond
But Prime looking on form, not giving up any space, not giving any information away. And Flash W onto the Aurora there, into the Orianna
Really nice.
Shockwave. Beautiful.
Huge.
Zema caught out. And looking like just a push through mid to end here. Actually, jungler by Prime looking very insane on this Pantheon. Great pathing, great farming, and finding a lot of shutdowns in the mid game here.
Galactic hyper barrier.
Wow, they played that dance perfectly. Looking like a dive here. Nocturne going on to the Orianna, but Orianna just too tanky at this point. Yeah. Down about 8k. Not really much they can do at this point. GG's by Prime. Not able to find the Alistar in the back end, but doesn't die yourself feel. GG's to Prime. Prime wins this
Really
one.
solid game.
Yeah, beautiful. Like, honestly, everywhere. Holy. Prime looking good. Small Brains didn't do bad. I feel like that last game was probably the worst performance that they've had out of this series, but you know, I felt like they didn't play to their nature of having a very scrappy game. It is game 3, so it does make sense why they kind of slowed it down a little bit. But when they play scrappy, they win the early game. They win the team fights. But overall, GG's to both teams. Prime played it well. Thank you, COT. Thanks, Eureka, for joining. I will be ending the stream now.
Right.
Good night.